This is our review of Doris Campground. It's located in the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge in southeast Oklahoma. And we thoroughly enjoyed this campground, and I'll tell you why later. But it may not be for everybody. It's very primitive. You're not going to see mowed lawns, flower beds, or anything like that here. All you're going to see is what God gave us, nature. There are 2 group electric sites with shelters, 1 group non-electric site. There are 20 semi-primitive walk-in tent sites, 47 family non-electric sites, and 23 family electric sites. Most RV sites are large enough for an RV or trailer. The group sites, like this one, have the vault toilets available. They're also available in loops A and D, but none of the other loops have toilet facilities. There is 1 main bathroom facility, and I'll show you those later. Check-in is at 3 p.m. and check-out is at 12 p.m. Quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Pets must be kept on a leash, and there's a 14-day maximum stay. If you have the America the Beautiful Pass, you can get your campsite here for half price. These are some of the closed down vault toilets I told you about. These are where you'll find the water spigots for your potable water. Hi guys, Dawn here. I just wanted to give you a few tips on Doris Campground. We love it here. It's really quiet, secluded. There are nature trails that leave right out of your campsite right back here and go down to a trail that goes around the entire cove of the lake here. You go down this way and around the lake, and you can go over there on the mountains. We have loved all of this. The bathrooms have been really clean. The sites have been well maintained and clean. Now, here's what we didn't like. This particular loop we're in is the only one that we found with electric. And everything else is going to be your boondocking. There's no water at your site. That's a big problem for a lot of people. There are water spigots throughout the park that are community spigots. So you can fill your holding tank. If you're self-contained, fill your holding tank before you set up, and that'll end all your headaches there. This loop here has the electric hookups, both the interior spots and the spots along the lake. We have, in my opinion, one of the best spots in here, Site 50. It's very level. It has all of the same amenities that all the sites have. It's got the table and the grill and the fire ring, and then the awesome view of the lake. But everything is set up on the right side of your rig. And I know some people don't care, but man, when I'm hauling stuff in and out to the table for dinner, for lunch, for the dogs, I don't want to have to go around the back of the camper every time. So I like this setup here with everything on the passenger side, except the utility is on the driver's side. Which, hubby likes that because they don't like having to string the cord underneath. So anyways, yeah. The restroom facilities here have been really clean. I don't know why this loop doesn't have anything in it for restroom facility. So you have to walk down to the next loop, and the main bathroom is up there. So the showers, the bathroom, those are all up there at the next loop up. The next two loops down from us each have a vault toilet, but they're really nice. I'll drop a video of that in here too. The vault toilets were really nice, and so if you want to go down to the areas that don't have electric, they do have the vault toilets there. And then there are a couple other loops further up in the park. None of those have the lake view. I like a room with a view. So this is what we've got. We've got Site 50. And it's been really good this weekend. We'll post some maps of the park so you can kind of get an idea of how big the park is. We'll give you some videos of some of the different things that we've done here. Some pictures. I think we've got one more stop. We're going to go back to Holy City. We watched the play the other night, but we want to go back and kind of just tour it without hundreds of people there. So anyways, we'll see you guys. Have fun. So we're going to step around here and go take a peek at the showers. So there's some of those old vault toilets I told you. They emptied out. So this is the showers. And so they're nice until somebody's been in here already this morning. But got everything you need. They're clean. Here are the main bathrooms. Campground. So we've got the men's and the women's. Everybody's in here. So you can see how clean they are. Very clean. And all of these lights this morning would come on their motion sensor as you come in. So the heater and the light all came on as you came in. So you can see there's plenty of space here. If you had, say, a 45-foot fifth wheel, you could get that backed in here, unhook, and have room to park in the gravel here next to your rig. So I don't know how we lucked out. I try to do my due diligence when I get these sites. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Doris Campground was really hard. I'll have to go back in and get the pictures from the website to show you what is available online for Doris Campground. But our site here, number 50, like I said, with our rig hooked up to the truck, we are about 47 feet. We fit in here no problem. If you had a 47 foot, you could park over there on the gravel next too. But there's also a nice huge site here that you could put either a big tent or two smaller tents. So if you have kids, grandkids that you want to get out from under your feet in the rig, there's plenty of room on every one of these sites. That's the one thing, because most of these don't have water and electric. they are designed for the tent campers. So the only problem we've had here this weekend, the first day out, we were just so excited and we did a no-no, and we just grabbed the dogs and took off down a trail and ended up on the other side of the lake over there walking around, and we came home and we had ticks. So do not forget your bug spray out here. This is a national wildlife refuge, so there are longhorn cattle in the area, there are bison, and then your regular Oklahoma wildlife, raccoons, possums, squirrels, coyotes. We heard a pack of coyotes howling last night. So yeah, I mean, you've just got your regular wildlife, but then you've got, we've seen turkey, a lot of turkey out here. So yeah, we've seen all kinds of stuff. Turkey, the bison, the longhorns, deer. Oh, prairie dogs. There's a prairie dog village out here. Those are really cool. So come out, spend a week here at Doris Campground and really get out and explore this park. It is massive. Don't forget the parallel forest. I'll have links to that available because a lot of people miss that. Very interesting place to go walk around in. We did it twice yesterday. Once right before the sun went down, and that was really cool. So this is site 51. Now, if you're in a rig, and if you're like me, you don't like your camper. Oh, did you hear that big boom? That was one other thing I need to tell you about Doris Campground. We are situated on land that is located right next to Fort Sill military base, and so it sounds like they are doing some military artillery training today. There's one highway down here. If you go to Lawton, which is the nearby city, you go on this one highway, and the highway literally cuts right through the military base. Both sides of the highway is fenced and says Fort Sill military, no trespassing. So that's kind of interesting. And it says on that highway, there's signage that says, don't be alarmed if artillery crosses the highway. I thought that was rather interesting. So talk about a sight to see. Anyways, this is a really nice site. Here again, there's a little site back there for a tent. There's another site back over there for a tent. Yesterday, there were 3 guys on motorcycles that came in here, and so there was a tent back here, and one here, and one back over there. So this is an electric site. It has the fire ring over there, but I love this site. It's really pretty. You can see though, you're really private from the next guy. Even though there are several people right here near us, that's one site there with the Tesla tent truck, and then the Airstream is the next site. So you can see there's just plenty of space in between these sites. The trees, the privacy. Boy, you're just minutes off Highway 35. Anytime you're coming from Texas up into Oklahoma, this is a nice stop, guys. If you can boondock, especially. And none of the sites have water. There is a community spigot. Let's see, from our side, I don't know if you can see it. Let me go back over here. Let's see if I can get through here where you can see through the trees. I don't know if I can. Anyways, there are some old buildings up that direction, and there's a public spigot up there. This is site 26. And for me, I really like this one. It's right here by this vault toilet, but you're right by the bridge that goes to the education center, and you just have this beautiful, beautiful lake over here. And I don't want to go down there because I don't want to interrupt the people camping here, but this is such a nice site. It's deep enough. Now they're tent camping here because there's no electric hookup here. So this trip is going to have to wait for me to have some lithium batteries. But to me, that site, it's 26, 28. They're both down here by this bridge. This nice vault toilet. If you're tent camping, car camping, you don't need the electric. Beautiful sites here at Doris Campground. So this is the group, one of the group camps here at Doris Campground. And so you'll notice they've got several grills, and they've got the picnic tables that are butted up. And there's a single vault toilet here. Well, let's see. Actually, I don't know if this is going to be a vault toilet or not. Let's go look. Hang on, Stella. I don't know why Stella and Rascal get so excited. They'll keep saying it's the smells. Oh, I was right. But a very, very, very clean vault toilet. I mean, if you have to have a vault toilet. They've got the Purell, they've got toilet paper. Get out of there, please. Come here. They've got the Purell, they've got the toilet paper. So that's a nice vault toilet. They do keep the campground up pretty well. But what you're going to find here is a lot of beautiful rustic camping. There's the parking for the group camping area. And but I tell you, if you like to hike or just walk in nature, this place is amazing. So the the trash cans have the wildlife protection on them. So you have to pull the bars open to get the lid open. With Doris Park sitting in the 90 square mile refuge, there's lots to see and do here, like this forest. This is the parallel forest. Go check out my video on this. It's really interesting. But look at the views from Mount Scott. Or, I don't know, take in some of the wildlife in the area. The bison, they're doing a longhorn program and trying to reestablish the herds. There's quirky little towns like Medicine Park. They are just so fun. Little gift shops, ice cream places, swimming hole. But this restaurant here, oh my gosh, the old plantation was so good. We had the beef tips. We shared those, and then we needed that walk down the river. This is Mears. We definitely want to go back here if we're ever in the area. Doesn't look like a place you'd want to eat, but you definitely want to eat here. We also took in the Prince of Peace Easter pageant. This was the 100th annual presentation. There's also a visitor center that is world class inside. It's really great, and it was free. We love free. And be sure and stop and see the prairie dogs before you go home.